as you predicted, as I predicted, as a base to invade other countries to fight al-Qaeda, who you actually just put into power. It's just a label. I mean, they could come just put an al-Qaeda sticker on your door and say, well, we're taking your house. There's an al-Qaeda sticker. It's a chess piece they move around to invade any country they want, even when they put the al-Qaeda in power. I mean, it is, and Tony Blair can meet 6 times secretly with Gaddafi and invest with him. And all of this comes out and nobody gets in trouble. It's total la-la land. In closing, Wings, I know you got to go. I understand Iran angry that U.S. warships and others are all around them, and that before the Iran-Iraq war had fully ended, the U.S. attacked and blew up most of the Iranian Navy, and that big naval engagement nobody seems to know about. But in the final equation here, this is a big provocation. And I see they're saying it's hypocrisy. If the U.S. gets mad about Iranian warships off our coast and international waters, well, why do you have your ships, a half mile off our coast? But what's behind this?
Well, I would note that the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Admiral Mullen, recently stated that he thought there should be a hotline, a military hotline between U.S. forces in the region and Iran's military to just prevent any sort of misunderstanding. There's these Iranian speedboats that are basically under the control of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard that sometimes come out and circle U.S. warships. So this looks like it may be an attempt to scuttle that idea of Admiral Mullen to have this hotline by ratcheting things up. Of course, if Iran were to put ships off our coast, and it's not clear that they even have the capability, it would probably be something like we saw during the Soviet times, where Soviet task forces would skirt the U.S. coast on their way to Cuba. They would need some place to go to here in the Western Hemisphere.
We know, Venezuela, but let me stop you right there. I totally agree with that analysis. This is their military-industrial complex. Their hardliners don't want to make friends as well because they want to use that as a way to stay in power.
That's right. And just like we saw during the Cold War, I mean, a year after Kennedy was basically eliminated by our military-industrial complex, Nikita Khrushchev was eliminated by the Soviet military-industrial complex. We went from a burgeoning détente, of course, to the icy years of the Cold War.
Wayne Madsen, WayneMadsenReport.com. Look forward to having you on for a full hour in the near future. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
You bet, Alex.
All right, there goes Wayne. Excellent analysis. So now I got to give my rights up because thousands of heat seekers have been given to al-Qaeda. And our government put them in power and gave them the things. I mean, I'm sick of it. How obvious does it have to get?
What happened, man? You used to be energetic, happy, and wow, did the ladies love you. Now you fall asleep on the couch, irritable and out of shape. Don't be that guy. Call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male, a natural supplement shown to raise testosterone by 61% and maintain healthy, normal levels. No injections, no appointments. With healthy testosterone levels, you can feel that energy again, that great outlook again, and yes, even a healthy sex drive. Right now, you can try Ageless Male risk-free. There's nothing to lose, guys. If you're a man who's noticed changes in your body, your mood, your sex life, call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male. Be the guy you used to be. Just call 1-800-497-8345. Don't wait another day. Just call 1-800-497-8345. That's 1-800-497-8345.
OpticsPlanet.com is where discerning gun owners and outdoorsmen go to gear up. Optics Planet has the best selection of rifle scopes, red dots, night vision, holsters, bags, and tactical gear on the planet, with always low prices, free shipping on most orders, and expert customer service. Go to OpticsPlanet.com/GCN to get a free gift with purchase. That's OpticsPlanet.com/GCN or call 800-332-OPTICS, 800-332-6784.
We want to know, how do you use WebEx?
When I travel, I use WebEx for face-to-face meetings with clients online. We share documents and presentations, and they know even though I'm not in the office, I'm always available to them. WebEx is awesome.
Connect online and share what's on your computer screen with others. Anytime, anywhere. On their desktop, on their laptop, or mobile device. Go to WebEx.com right now and try WebEx free. WebEx from Cisco. WEBEX.com.
They're poisoning the water with fluoride. They're spraying the air with heavy metals. Why and what can you do to defend your family? This week at waterwebinar.com, in an all-new free live online webinar, Earth's most powerful cleansing secret is being revealed. A secret they don't want you to know about. Find out how to take fluoride and heavy metals out of your water and your body. Use it to neutralize deadly inorganic particles like lead, aluminum, even mercury, and remove these accumulated poisons from your body. Go to waterwebinar.com. A water secret so powerful, some have called it the #1 threat to the entire New World Order health agenda. It was even used during Chernobyl to clean up nuclear contamination. Go to waterwebinar.com now and sign up for free to find out how to turn the worst water on this planet into pristine, clear drinking water which heals your body. You can take your water freedom into your own hands and defend yourself and your family from the globalist health agenda. Don't get left behind. It's your life, your water, your freedom. Fight for it. Go to waterwebinar.com now.
What nutrition are you missing that's leading to the 4 major diseases? Cancer, arthritis, heart disease, and Parkinson's. There are at least 80,000 medical studies that show a lack of the protein glutathione to be linked to cancer, heart disease, Parkinson's, macular degeneration, lung disease, digestive diseases, diabetes, Alzheimer's, ALS, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. In all, at least 68 diseases. What is the #1 food by which your body is most empowered to increase its glutathione production? It is undamaged whey protein from grass-fed cows. One World Whey is truly the first undamaged whey protein. All other whey protein powders are damaged by heat, chemicals, and filtration. One World Whey is the most life-giving whey protein powder ever produced. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
Before you slip into unconsciousness.
We are back live. I'm going to open the phones up now through the balance of the broadcast. I would love to hear from you. The toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231 on any of the news items or issues I've raised, or any subject that you would like to talk about. We'd love to hear from you. 800-259-9231. I'm going to look at commodities and what's happening with food prices a little bit coming up in the next segment, for part of the segment, and then straight to your calls. I hope listeners call about this one. I mean, does anyone buy this? We just saw Libya, part of it handed over to al-Qaeda. They're saying thousands of heat-seeking, shoulder-fired missiles are missing. So, I mean, I said, watch, they're going to go put al-Qaeda in and then have to invade to get rid of al-Qaeda. I mean, there's just no end to it. There's no end to the fact that they think you're blind and unaware of what's happening. And here's ABC News. Al-Qaeda to Iran, stop spreading 9/11 conspiracy theory. And I can hear good old boys. Boy, even Al-Qaeda told that Ahmadinejad over there in the Middle East. He's not in the Middle East. He's in Persia, but they call him a Middle Easterner. To stop saying that. Well, he's an engineer. And we've got thousands of American engineers and German and others, and the former Italian president, the former head of intelligence for the German government, their former defense sec. We've had him on. We need to get Andres von Bülow back on. He hadn't been on in years. He speaks pretty good English. He wrote the best-selling book in Germany, The CIA Carried Out 9/11. That's what it translates out of in German. And we are to believe, because the Associated Press and others will just take a message board comment and say, oh, Al-Qaeda took responsibility for making Santa Claus wear a red hat. I mean, it's just absolute baloney. The terror group Al-Qaeda has found itself curiously in alignment and agreement. Well, they do that all the time with the great Satan, which it calls the U.S., in issuing a stern message to Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, stop spreading 9/11 conspiracy theories. That's got to really upset the globalists that everybody knows it's an inside job. In the latest issue of the Al-Qaeda English language magazine Inspire, and I know Paul Watson and Kurt Nemo have written articles about Inspire connected to the State Department and Israel and others. In fact, I want to report on this. The problem with my guys is they know so much because they study this stuff 12, 14, 15 hours a day that when I know when I go back there to Kurt and say, write about this, he'll go, but we did write about it a year ago. I know, but I'll tell Watson, we've got to write about it over and over again. They are going to continue to put these lies out. The latest issue of the Al-Qaeda English language magazine put out by Adam Gadon, the grandson of the former head of the ADL. I mean, come on. 4 of the 5 Al-Qaeda commanders in the top 5 born in the U.S. I mean, imagine Al-Qaeda, anti-Israel all the way, if you believe it exists, going, oh, yes, our commander is Jewish. I mean, this is so ridiculous. In the latest issue of the Al-Qaeda English language magazine, Inspire, an author appears to take offense. An author, you mean at Langley, Virginia? To the ridiculous theory repeatedly spread by the leader of Iran that 9/11 terror attacks were actually carried out with the U.S. government order to provide a pretext to invade the Middle East. I don't know, Dick Cheney wrote the PNAC document saying they need a Pearl Harbor-style attack, killing at least 3,000 people, even named the number. I don't know how they got that so accurate. That's how many died at Pearl Harbor, 3,000 roughly, that on 9/11. They said a Pearl Harbor-size event. And they said to invade. The Iranian government has professed on the tongue of its president that it does not believe that Al-Qaeda was behind 9/11, but rather the U.S. government, an article reads. So we may ask the question, why would Iran ascribe such a ridiculous belief that stands in the face of logic and evidence? Totally Fed-written. Yeah, that's funny because any real Al-Qaeda, and that's just jihadi fighters out of Saudi Arabia they just put in power in Libya, NATO and our own government did, would know that there are 4 groups Western financed in the last decade, publicly in the last 5 years, the White House admitted this under Bush, launching terror attacks in Iran, and that, quote, Al-Qaeda are the ones always blowing up a plane with Iranian commanders on it or killing Iranian military people in their military cities. And then you read, and the White House says, yeah, we're using Al-Qaeda to try to overthrow Iran. And then we see this Al-Qaeda group saying this. I mean, this is written, when you read this, for the West. It'd be like if they said, yeah, the Dallas Redskins were fighting the Washington Cowboys. I mean, for a Middle Easterner or a Central Asian person, for any of those people, they read this and none of it makes sense. This is only aimed at ignorant people in the West. I mean, it's a comic book.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.
tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police